Good morning, children. Today we shall learn about the things around us, that is, living things and non living things. Look around, and what we see, we can see tree, people, different animals like a dog, cat, houses. Whatever we see in an environment around us, either living things or non living things. This explanation already I had given in the previous class. Now today I am going to explain about the characteristics of living beings. First characteristics is living being respire. All the living creatures or the organisms breathe like human beings, dog, fish, etc. But why is it so? It is because the living being energy to live and grow. The living things need oxygen, which reacts down into the food, produces the energy during the respiration process. And how is the energy utilized? The living things use this energy to move, to grow, and also to perform all the activities. All organisms respire, even the microbe like a bacteria, but non-living things don't respire or breathe. So, all the living beings need food for energy. The green plants, as we know it, make their own food during the photosynthesis process, and hence they are called as autotrophs. Autotrophs means, auto means self, and the Greek word troph means nourishment or food. Hence the green trees are autotrophs, meaning they can make their own food. The animals, including the human beings, depend on the plants directly and indirectly. Hence they are called as the heterotrophs. See in the picture, frog and the one more is grasshopper is depend on the frog is depend on the grasshopper. Grasshopper is depend on the plant. Means heterotrophs depends on the others for the food. Next, one more characteristics, that is excrete. All living things take in food, but part of it utilized by the body. What happens to the rest? Also, a body produces some waste in other life process. There are several processes take place inside the body of a living organism, like respiration, digestion, etc. In each purpose, some waste materials produce these harmful wastes. How to remove from the body? The animals remove these through a urine or sweat. Carbon dioxide, which organisms give out during exhalation, is also a waste product. So, living things get rid of these waste by the process which is known as excretion. You know, the living things get rid of by this process is known as excretion. So, the living things not only they eat food but also excrete, which is an important characteristics of all the living things. This excretion also the characteristics of living things. What about the plants? Plants also excretes. How it is? The carbon dioxide, water, etc. through the stomata in the leaves. It excretes from the stomata in the leaves, but a non-living thing doesn't need any food. Not does it excrete the living things? No. Next one is response to stimuli. This is also one of the characteristics of the living things. The living organism responds to stimuli when we touch something hot. Means what we will do? We will remove our hand. Means this is response. What cause response? That is touching something hot. It is stimulus. Here the stimulus is hot. So if anyone provokes the dog, it starts barking. So barking is the response to the stimulus of the provocation. You know that in the plant, even plants also respond to the stimuli. How? If you touch the leaf of mimosa plant, which is also called as a touch me not, if force in the response to it, here your touch was the stimulus to which plant is response by the closing its leaves. This is also one of the characteristics. The plants also responds to the sunlight. Generally, the sunflower grows towards the sunlight. Only in some plant flowers blooms only in the day, and sunflower follows the sun, that it is flower keeps its face towards the sun. Also in some plants leaves open in the sunlight and close in the sunset. That also you saw. In the case of false shamrock, but non-living things such as a table would not move. Bark, it will bark when you touch it or bang it, put hot something on that. The non-living things doesn't respond to any stimulus. This response to stimulus also the one of the characteristics of the living things. We all know that the reproduction, this is also one of the characteristics. Living organism reproduce to give birth of an organism of its own kind. Like example, hen gives a birth to chick by laying eggs. Even though microbes like a bacteria reproduce, it increases numbers. Hence, we can say reproduction is the basic characteristics of an organism. A robot can move. It looks like a human being, but it doesn't need to eat food as it runs on electricity or an battery. It also doesn't need breathe like other living organisms. So, it's a non-living things. Hence, robot cannot give birth to baby robot as living things can reproduce. This is also one of the characteristics of the living being children. Next one is all organisms are made up of cell. This is also the one of the characteristics. We know all the things are made up of a matter and matter is made up of a molecule. But all the living organisms made up of cell, which is a basic structural functional unit of an organisms. The number of cells of an organism is one like microbes to many millions, like in human beings. But important thing is remember all the living things are made up of cells. One single cellular organisms grows. It is the cell size like in grow amoeba or bacteria. But multicellular organisms grows like a human being, lion, cat, etc. Grow, the number of cells also grows in the body. As the cells reproduce to make a new cells, but non-living things cannot grow as they are made up of just a molecule or a matter, but not cells. So, non-living things cannot grow like the robo. Robo also cannot grow children. Okay, next one more characteristics is lifespan. Lifespan or life cycle. All the living organisms have a limited lifespan and finally all of them die some days. Each living thing follows the cycle by which it comes into the world, grows into an adult, reproduces to give birth to new organisms of its own kind, the next generation, and then dies. This amazing cycle is called as a life cycle. All the living organisms are not same. You see here, a dog is differ from cat, butterfly is differ from the all other insects. There are many kinds of butterfly. They are look different, but their body structure, food habit, and many other things are similar. The group of such similar organisms is known as species. You know, there are about 16 lakh species of animals and 4 lakh species of plants is there. Remember that in the species they have the same body parts, same food habit, etc. Last and birth, not least of an organisms gives to birth to same species, not a different types. See now organisms take birth, become adults, reproduce, become old and die at last. The period between birth and death of an organism is called lifespan. All of you know. In the textbook, they given the average lifespan of some animals. First one is they given turtle 150 years. The lifespan of turtle is 150 years. Second one is elephant 70 years, cow 20, eagle 20 years and man 70 to 80 years. This is the lifespan of animals. There are many characteristics which together different from living and non-living things. Living need food energy and remove the unutilized food, remove waste through the excretion. But in the case of non-living things, don't need a food. All the living beings respire energy from the food, but in the case of non-living things, don't respire. See, already we shown in the picture. Next one. Living things grow, but non-living things don't grow. All the living things responds to stimuli. Many organisms show the emotions like anger, joy, response to the stimuli, but non-living things don't respond to the stimuli. The living being born and they grow, finally they die. Yes, children, today in this class you studied about all the characteristics of the living beings. In the next class, I will come with the important and very interesting topic. Yes, all of you be safe and stay home. Bye, children.